Ladies and gentlemen, you're standing in the exit. We have to ask you to move out into the outer room, please. You're blocking the exit. It's a fire hazard. We need your cooperation.
Ladies and gentlemen, for fire safety and purposes to conform to the to our certificate of occupancy for this venue, we are requesting from the village police to assist in having the people move to the third floor outside overflow area.
I want to start calling like random.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, we appreciate this overwhelming turnout. And that said, the capacity of this room is now being for issues of,
well, then open up another room.
Of fire and safety. We're asking that the overflow, the folks that do not have seats, at this point, please go into the third floor lobby area. Chairs are set up there. There should be well over 100 chairs there. And please have your seats. That being said, I've been asked by council and agreed to by the board to make a motion to adjourn to executive for the purpose of discussing under attorney-client privilege.
Say no! Say no! Say no!
Wait.
Come on, say no! Support your community!
That's true. But first, I gotta say this. I want to apologize to each and every one of you for having me here. Because this should have been in the larger venue. That being said, I did hear
Make a resolution to get that phrase out of everyone's vocabulary.
I did hear a rumor that people were kind of against this thing called annexation. But in any event, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a very important expert here that we have to talk to. Well, we can't move it now, it's too late.
Adjourn till it's bigger. Adjourn to the high school.
I cannot disagree.
And you think they could go to the high school tonight? Get real.
Then adjourn it until we can.
They don't have the time, lady.
So are we.
That being said, we do have to go speak with the gentleman who's here who came up from the city. And we must get back to you, the people, to let you know what happened. We must. And we will.
We need someone to make a motion to return to executive.
Give these people the air!
motion that we adjourn to attorney-client session.
You're not getting any more questions. Don't let him tell you what to do.
Give those people the air.
Well, no, don't be a puppet.
This is so entertaining. These are your people.
Oh, no. It's good.
Again, we open the meeting, I'm listening to the council here because we want to get this right. We open the meeting.
Did it.
Council, go ahead.
I move we open the meeting tonight.
Thank you.
I'll second it. We'll open the meeting, yes. This is a dangerous situation. When we got, the room holds 150 people. We now have more than 150 people here. We couldn't leave, if there were a reason we had to leave quickly, we couldn't leave. People could get hurt. This is a very dangerous situation. So we're going to make this, as short as possible.
More dangerous.
We're going to open the meeting, and then we're going to go into attorney-client. And then you can adjust the seating while we're out, okay? So, and we're coming back, and we're not voting tonight. There's no voting tonight. I'm doing that.
Now, the motion to adjourn to adjourn, okay.
Where's the pledge?
As town clerk, can I get the motion for the official? Oh, okay.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we make any more motions, this crowd is here for one purpose and one purpose only. They want to know when we're going to conduct the vote, to vote on the annexation issue. If we could at least let these folks know what day it's going to be, and the general time, I'm sure they don't want to sit in this condition for the next 2 hours while we're in the attorney's office.
Council, we would not have a problem. The question becomes where and when.
I thought the attorney's emails were pretty clear as to when we have to vote. So while we don't have a locus yet, I'm sure everybody would be okay if we just told them the day. That could temper this a little bit.
Why don't you do it right now?
No, it won't be Friday. It almost has to be Thursday.
Actually, Monday is open also.
End fascism! Just say no to fascism! Don't be a coward! Have some respect!
Thursday. Myself, the question becomes where.
We don't have a location, as I said, and therefore we don't have a time. But I would make a motion, so we can calm some of the feelings here. We're going to move, I would make a motion that we have the annexation voting on Thursday, no later than Thursday. Yes, absolutely. I don't think I should have to get out of work. It should be Thursday night, but that's going to depend on where we can get a location. Obviously, we need a place that's fairly large.
Crane Park! Crane Park! Have it in the park!
You know, I think, you know, everybody has come here after work, and I think we owe it to our citizenry to at least let them know when and where. If we can't give a where, let's give a when with a commitment to let them know as soon as possible. A when.
Thank you.
Out of respect to the people who have come here today.
Thank you. You know what, 20 months this was going to come to
Thursday is fine.
You think we started? No, not at all. All I know is that we should tailgate. Smith Cove Park!
I may have to modify my motion.
They don't have Jerry.
Counselor, I believe we can't do anything until the lead agency has approved and filed their findings. Is that correct?
There are a number of issues going on. If you don't want to discuss this in the attorney-client session, I don't outline it. As I told you in my letter, the requirement is that you take action within 90 days after the close of the public hearing. That expires on September 8th. When I say take action, what the statute refers to is the filing of your decision. The problem with waiting until the 8th is you realistically, if you vote no on the petition, you'd have to file with the county clerk. You would be 1 day late. However, as Peter has pointed out in his memo to you, there's a fair body of case law that says that provided that the town board expresses their opinion, this only matters if you vote no on the annexation, expresses their opinion against the annexation within the 90 days, that the technical failure to file within 90 days is not going to be the deemed approval, because the statute says that if you don't take action within 90 days, the town board would be deemed to have approved the annexation. Take action by Friday. Friday would give you until Tuesday to file your paperwork. I spoke to the attorney for the petitioners today, and he tells me, and I assume he would put it in writing if we asked for it, that in the event that we voted no and did not file until the 9th, they would not raise that as an objection. If you choose to, the clear course, of course, is to decide this by Friday. Yes, the lead agency, Dennis, back to your question, needs to issue its secret findings, as do you, from the final generic environmental impact statement was issued by the lead agency on the 14th of August. No one can take action for 10 days. The lead agency can issue its findings and take action no sooner than 10 days thereafter. We're both clear on that. But the finding statement by the lead agency would have to be issued before either you or that entity took action. I've prepared a draft, or I've begun preparing a draft of your involved agency findings, but I wanted to see the lead agency's findings before I complete it. It would certainly, you could schedule your meeting for Thursday and hope that the lead agency had issued its findings by that date, but I think it would be inappropriate for you to take action before the lead agency had issued its findings.
Did you repeat that?
In a very narrow window.
So if they
And typically they take their actions on Friday.
I can't tell you.
What if they say no now? Is that on file? Vote no now, and it's on file.
I think what the attorney is trying to tell us is that we're not to have a vote until those findings have been approved by the lead agency.
Why aren't they here? Now, where's their representative? They don't care. Hey, Jerry.
Again, we're listening to this, that's where we have counsel. Okay. Rick, I don't know, you have to set a date.
You can't set a date if you don't know a date.
Can we set a date without publishing the place?
They can set a date.
Michael, counsel,
I'm sorry,
may we set a date without giving a location? I mean,
You'll have to, can certainly announce it tonight. You will have to, depending upon how many days before that meeting it is that you fix the location, have to give appropriate notice to, by posting and giving it to the news media. But you can certainly announce the date tonight, and it may have to be a tentative date.
I think without the venue, there is no date. You have to have a
Yes,
place
there
to hold
is.
it, and you have to know that the place is available. Also, folks, if we voted now before KJ votes, and before this other material comes in from our consultants, and before we read that, and the court sees that the town board didn't read a damn thing and voted no, that vote gets thrown out. I mean, so we have to, I read this is the county's report. This is, the county hired an independent, August 21st, that's the date on. All this material is coming in late. We have an analysis coming in. We have analysis coming in from John Myers Consulting, which they're working on today. We haven't gotten it yet. So nobody's underscored his, because it's a response to what they filed, what the final environmental impact statement. So that isn't in our hands yet. So if we go to court and somebody plops that document down and asks anybody if they read it, and everybody says, no, I didn't read it, we just wasted our vote. So we have to go through this step by step. You know, it's the same burden on us as it is on you. The reason we haven't come up with a date, and place is because at this point, nobody's ready to vote right now. We're going to have to talk to our attorneys as to when we can vote and where we can vote. If we needed a place like that wedding hall over in KJ, that's not available, we can't go. We're not holding it outdoors. We're not going to hold it outdoors.
You're not even recognizing him. You're not even recognizing him.
Excuse me, ma'am, can you please sit down? Ma'am, can you please sit down? Ma'am, no, ma'am, there's no public discussion. Young lady, you cannot. I've asked you to sit down, ma'am. Thank you.
And,
we're asking.
What you said was that there would have, that you had to have.
No, it's the best entertainment ever.
Ma'am, please have a seat. There is no public comment.
By the way, can I correct myself on Dennis's question?
It's illegal. What you're doing is grandstanding. This is illegal.
Let me just correct one thing.
Morally corrupt.
Go into executive, discuss, or set a date, a tentative date. Whichever one is more responsive right now. set the date, the tentative date. Michael, is this correct? We can set a tentative date?
Sure you can. Let me just correct one. The answer I gave to Dennis, I checked the regulations while the discussion was going on. The 10-day waiting period before findings can be issued applies to both the lead agency and involved agency. There is no requirement, I just read the regulation, that the lead agency issue its findings before an involved agency. The regulation says that no involved agency may make a final decision to undertake fund improvement or discipline action that's been the subject of a final EIS until the time period provided in subdivision A, which is the 10-day waiting period of the section, has passed, and the agency, meaning the involved agency, has made a written findings statement. Findings and a decision may be made simultaneously. So whether or not KJ issues their secret finding statement, provided that you issue your secret finding statement after the 10 days, which has already passed, you may take action.
I have a question. I have a question. Is that calendar days or business days?
I believe it's calendar days.
Because they don't...
The 10 days is run. It ran on August 24th. All right?
Vote now.
Well, you can't vote now. You do not have secret findings before you. I'm working on a draft. I'll
Any council member here want to set a tentative date?
So in other words, they never had a date to begin with.
I believe Mr. McWater said Thursday, is that correct, sir?
Thursday, he did say.
I'll second the motion to set a tentative date of Thursday. Rick, I'm not sure if you know or what you know of any which is immediately available.
I will support the Thursday date.
We don't want tentative.
And that would be
Specify the date now.
Beg pardon?
That would be a night.
Yes.
Jerry! Oh my God, here he is.
Be ashamed of
Do
yourself.
we have any discussion on the motion? Are we going to have a discussion on the motion?
Jerry, do you vote yes or no?
Are we going to have a discussion on the motion?
He grew up here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask the board to take a 5-minute recess so we can update Councilman Slade as to what's going on here. I think that's fair and reasonable right now. Thank you for your patience. There's a request by the board that I withdraw my request to have a tentative date set. Need a second for it?
I think all we need to do is
Just tabling the motion.
To table the motion.
Why?
I'll make the motion to table the motion till after we talk to the attorneys and attorney-client because of the legalities of the date. So that is what we will do is table it. Do I have a second?
And here I was just getting him back.
Aye.
Excuse me?
Aye.
Rick? Aye.
Excuse me, as town clerk, I'm sorry, I have Jerry making the motion. Who seconded?
Seconded.
Oh, thank you.
No, he can't hear you out
Hey, we're going to have a discussion on it? Discussion on it?
Yes.
What are we voting on?
Just to table the motion, Dan, in order to talk to the attorney.
What was the motion that is being
I
tabled?
can't hear myself talk, so hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, we need to maintain some type of order so that we can listen to the...
What is the motion that is being tabled?
The motion that is being tabled was to set a tentative date for Thursday for the vote. That was the motion on the table made by Councilman Clone, seconded by Supervisor Doles. Now you have a motion on the table for a motion to be tabled, this motion, and it's made by Councilman McQuaid to hold it after an attorney-client session. He'd like to speak with the attorney.
Too bad, he had his chair.
Okay. Thank you, Mary Ellen.
So I don't have a second, so.
We need a second.
You should have been here.
Any further discussion?
The discussion, we need to have a discussion on this, sorry, folks. The reason we're tabling, please, that'll be enough. That'll be enough, please. We'll be here all night if we keep up these interruptions. The reason we want to table it and go into attorney-client is because there's some varied opinions as to what the date needs to be. So we'll do that very quickly and come back out and then take a vote on it. So as not to keep you here too long, okay? And then we'll do our rest of our attorney-client business. So give us about 10 or 15 minutes.
Let's say, you know, if it were simple, we would have done it. You know, setting a date, a place, we haven't had any problem with that. We've got a vote coming up, we're gonna do the vote, we're gonna do it in public. Now, to set a date, you need a venue, you need a time. We don't have all that. So we're gonna talk to the attorneys, and we're gonna try to figure out what the best date to have. But folks, we're gonna have a vote, and it's going to be in public.
Gentlemen, call the question.
Aye.
Aye. 5 ayes.
Please stop calling out.
I don't think you made a motion to go into the motion.
We need a motion to adjourn to executive session to discuss
Attorney-client? I'll make a motion, we go to attorney-client to discuss the issues on the voting date, time, and place.
With the
Any discussion?
They should ask the community what they were.
Call the question. Aye.
They blew him up in the seat.
5-0. Thank you.
Our government. They're trying to hide their vote from us. They're trying to be cowards. You can't let them do it.
Not, and if you can, please remember, if you're going to be standing in the hallway, please go to the outside part of the third floor. That being said, we need a motion to return. We need a motion to return.
So moved.
Second. Call the question.
Aye.
Ladies and gentlemen, board members, I'd like to make a motion to withdraw my motion to set a tentative date.
Second.
Call the question.
Aye.
Ladies and gentlemen, regarding presenting a date before the board and to the public, we discussed extensively with council the constraints that the seeker process has imposed upon ourselves as a involved agency. Mike Donnelly and Peter Tillum will opine on this and give you and us an understanding as to what our responsibilities and obligations are within this very narrow window.
So, Mr. Supervisor, if I may, I have an opinion that was rendered by another attorney that the earliest date to vote on the annexation was September 5th. And the calculation was based upon the fact that the final generic environmental impact statement is required to be published in the New York State Environmental Notice Bulletin. And that was done on August 26th. So using the 10-day requirement, the earliest date to vote would be September 5th. And the earliest date to vote would be September 5th, and the last day to vote would be September 8th. And as Mr. Donnelly raised, if we vote after the close of business on September 8th, and if the board were to vote no on either or both petitions, there would be an additional requirement that there would be a filing in the county clerk's office, which would be closed at that time. So it's my legal opinion, unfortunately, the days fall very, very badly. The earliest date to vote would be taking the most conservative view, would be Saturday, the 5th, and unfortunately, it falls on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So, in terms of my legal opinion, the optimal time to vote, and I'm subject to correction by Mr. Donnelly, would be noon on
Because everybody's working.
Please let council finish.
Yes, so noon on Tuesday would give the town board the amount of time necessary to hold the meeting, to hold...
Everybody's working. How about the working
The
people?
board is asking you to continue your
Okay,
statement. please.
so noon on Tuesday would give the board the amount of time necessary to hold the meeting and get whatever needed to be filed to the appropriate village, town, and county clerk. Mr. Donnelly.
I agree. Mr. Donnelly, please.
Doesn't matter when they vote, they have the right to speak.
I agree with Peter.
Doesn't matter when
That
they
to
vote, they have
remove
no right
both
to
the
speak
argument
about
that
vote.
we would act too early and
So
the
what's
argument
too
that we
early?
filed too late, the
I'm
optimum
just
time to meet, decide, and vote.
They vote. We don't. Monday night's Labor Day.
Why is it not a good day to vote on Monday?
Ladies and gentlemen, please,
Repeat my question.
please let council opine
Some
on
of
this
the,
issue.
some of the constituents are asking about money. Why is Monday not a good idea?
Monday is a national holiday. I have not researched whether it's permissible, but I do not recommend meeting
Both council at this point are suggesting, recommending to the town board. Both councils are recommending, am I correct on this?
I'm in agreement with Mike on this.
If you wish to remove the technical arguments that would likely come in terms of voting too early or voting too late, the best time to meet is 12 o'clock on Tuesday.
You're selling out our kids! You're selling out our kids!
I didn't know.
I'm making a motion.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. I can do it anywhere. I can do it on top of the table. I have a good success rate too. You may not want to do it.
Say no to fascism!
Why don't they do rescue? I'm on call Monday night.
Dennis McWaters.
I need to be there for this.
What say you?
What are they going to do it Monday night? They're going to do it here?
You guys are ridiculous! Harley, you have children that go here!
Shame on you. Gets me sick. Sorry. Is it okay, Carly?
You're an embarrassment.
Is it okay if I say
Everybody else?
Sell out.
Join the crowd.
No, I know.
I understand the frustration.
How do you like being hated by everybody, Cole?
No, I know.
Half of
It's not, they're going to do what they want.
Are they calling the street, Dan? Is the public street parking?
Everybody knows the drugs, Wally.
Sell out.
Money, money, money.
You know, you're so transparent.
So bizarre. I gotta sneak off in the dentist or
Somebody up there! Somebody up there! Stand up for us! Do something!
It's not a I'm glad I'm not sitting there.
I hope they can, or that's what I'm saying.
I quit the year. Then he's about 26. 32. Maybe not.
Mr. McQuaid, Mr. Cologne?
This is unfair. This is not fair.
Oh.
The question that was posed to me was about Labor Day. And I don't have a case on public meetings on Labor Day, but I don't know that there's a lot of precedent for it. And it's my opinion that this board should not undertake such an important decision on Labor Day. Okay, so the reason is, Mr. McQuaid, the reason is very simple, that there is precedent for public meetings during the day. It happens all the time. I am not aware of precedent. I am not aware, and Mr. Donnelly, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not aware of precedent where there have been public meetings held and this issue being litigated in the courts on Labor Day or other federal holidays.
Let us talk about how we feel.
Ma'am, please sit down. Please sit down. Ma'am, please sit down. We need to set the tentative date. Okay.
Show me, show me.
At a place for Mr. Donnelly?
Mr. Donnelly? I don't have a case either, I'm trying to look here if I can.
Okay.
Exactly, there's no precedent.
Mike?
This is a magnitude of things.
Peter, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
If we do something that's wrong, later on, if we go to court, we can then be beat on the
There is a strong chance that aspects of this are going to end up in court. And I would imagine that if you do something that's unusual, like vote on this on Labor Day, that will be an issue that's raised in court.
And that and let's say we were sued, we could actually have that to be one strike against the decision by the board.
It could be grounds for challenge,
They
absolutely.
can't vote Tuesday.
Thank you.
They can't vote Tuesday night because they're.
I'd like to make a motion.
Can we just have an order?
Ladies and gentlemen, please, we have a motion to be made.
The sad thing is I love this part.
We have the right to be there. It's
You,
in the New
I'm
York
here
State
since
website.
late 50s.
We have you don't even live here. You don't know what
Yes. I'm going to make a motion that we set the, Mike, Peter, should I make it a tentative date or the date?
It's really up to the board. We have council's opinion and it's really up to the board.
I'll make the motion that we set the time and date for the meeting, where we will deal with the annexation issue and vote on such issue. Under, the legal advice we've gotten, I'm going to set the date for Tuesday at noon.
Let him speak.
That's the motion I've made. I'd like to get a second on the motion for discussion. I'll second the motion. Okay, now I want to explain to you the motion.
The lawyers love it. They're making lots of money.
I would like to explain the motion if I may.
It's gonna go to court. It's gonna go to court.
The motion is, my motion is to have the meeting on Tuesday at 12 noon. We will make the motion tonight, we don't have to notice it till sometime tomorrow. When the lawyers tomorrow will do a little more research, we will also talk to all the clerks in Orange County, every clerk that has to be noticed of our decision. We will ask them if they can keep their office open later, if they give us a written agreement that they can keep their office open later, we will then, listen, please. If we get a written notice, we can keep the office open, we can then change the time to 7 o'clock or so. So please let us have a chance to do that. We have to have it in writing. I don't need people screaming yes at me one time and no the next. We have to have it in writing. Once we have it in writing, we can then make the change. But we need to have it legally done correctly. Please give us that chance. Thank you very much.
I just took a couple extra minutes.
I am certain, Andy Rabbit is an elected official like us, and I am sure that she will keep that office open. Now, we have an elected, we have Assemblyman Mr. Skoufis. Mr. Skoufis, did you want to say something?
Thank you, Liz.
Call the question.
Aye.
The date is set for September 7th at noon. Please. Wait, could I just read the motion so everybody The motion was made by Jerry to set the date September 7th, Tuesday at noon. September 8. And Supervisor Dole second.
Let us do it legally. Take care.
You don't even know what that means.
taser the squad! Tase someone! Tase someone!
Call the question.
Tase someone!
Yeah, we didn't have any discussion on the motion.
Nothing becomes
We
right.
didn't have any discussion on the motion.
Discuss it.
Go ahead.
Okay, so, the motion is for Tuesday, 12 noon. And you heard the legal reasons why. If it is at all possible to have it on Labor Day, which we don't think is possible, we'll do some more legal research tomorrow, we can change it. If it's possible to have it on, excuse me, please, please. If it's possible to have the county clerk's office open, and if it's possible to have it on Tuesday night with the county clerk's office open, and we find that out tomorrow, we can change it. And right now, we're going to vote on Tuesday at noon.
The KJ government's a fascist dictatorship!
We'd like everybody to come.
The KJ government's a fascist dictatorship! The KJ government's a fascist dictatorship! Women are totally not... Give these women their rights!
How about?
You want to see the motion that you will change the clerkship? Yes.
We will change. How about this?
The KJ government is corrupt government!
Hey, quiet!
Okay, I'd like to amend my motion. I'd like to amend my motion. One of the citizens brought up an important point, and I actually was able to hear him. I will, and the lawyers can correct me if I legally can't do this, so I want to make it right. I'll amend my motion to include in my motion, not just as in part of the discussion, I'll include in my motion that if we can legally, without any risk, hold it on Labor Day. No, but I'm just saying. Okay. All right. Calm down. I got it. If we can legally do it where the clerk can stay open and it will be a legal stamping of the documents later in the evening, that would be part of my motion. If the lawyers agree it's legal and the county clerk will grant us that opportunity, as well as our town clerk and the village clerk of KJ, we'll do it. That's part of the motion. Can I get a second? We'll do it at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. At 7 o'clock. I have a second. Discussion. We're trying to work with you and do what you ask. So let us do it. We promise we'll do it. We have to have legal advice and the county clerk, town clerk, and village clerk all on the same page. If we do receive that, part of the motion is we will have it at 7 o'clock. We'll find a place and we'll let you know in the notice. Right now, it's a time and date. Publicly noticed. Publicly noticed.
And on the website.
Read back the motion with the...
Okay. Any other discussion?
Can we read back? I'm asking the town clerk to read back the motion with the change.
Jerry amended the motion, and the motion will read like this. Jerry, to set the date for September 8th, and please, just let me get through it, at 12 noon. Well, please, I said, let me get through it. Subject to the attorney's approval that if it can be legally held, that the county clerk can legally keep her office open.
All clerks, Mary.
And all clerks can keep their office open. You want all clerks?
No, the 3 clerks that have to stamp it, Marion, it's the village clerk of KJ, the town clerks of Monroe, and the county clerk. Peter, what clerks have to stamp it? Hold on, we'll get you right. Hold on. Peter, Which clerks have to stamp the document? Hold on.
Let him talk for 3 seconds, please.
Mr. Donnelly?
Mr. Donnelly? You have business going on here, John.
It's gonna need to be filed with all three clerks, the village, the town, and the county, correct?
If the annexation is approved, it needs
Correct.
to be filed with the town and the village. If it's disapproved, it needs to be filed with the town, village, and the county.
That's right, 3 clerks, like I said. So, Miriam, the thing has to be.
Okay,
3 clerks.
subject that the Orange County Clerk's office is open, the Village of Curious Joe Clerk's office, and the town clerk of Monroe. That they can be served for papers.
Dennis.
Okay? That is the motion. That is the motion.
Rick, we make a motion.
Subject to the attorney's approval.
We need a second, I'll second it.
Okay, now we're gonna discuss it. Counselor, is that legally sound to be a proper motion under these circumstances?
Vote tonight.
It is, I need to research, if we have to file,
Let him speak, please.
Shut up!
we have to file by September 8th. I have to make sure that's so midnight on September 8th as opposed to close of business September 8th.
Okay.
So I don't know that off the top of my
First
head.
thing in the morning, you're gonna
Yes.
research that. Okay.
That being said, there's no further discussion by the board. May I call the question?
Aye.
May I call the question? Aye. Daniel? Yes, aye. Aye. Five ayes, it passes. The motion passes.
The motion passes. We're gonna research this first thing in the morning with 2 attorneys. We'll let you know. We'll publicly notice the meeting. We hope that it can be 7 o'clock. We have no problem with that. That's great. It makes it easier for you to be there. We just have to do it legally right. Because if we do it legally wrong and we mess up, you'll be the first ones here telling us that we're wrong. Okay? Thank you. To some people, I'll answer your question. You want to answer your question? To some people in this country, you have a different Sabbath. Some people's Sabbath is on Saturday, and some is on Sunday. So we can't do it on Sunday. That's the reason.
My Sabbath is every day.
Board members, we need a motion to go into executive session to continue discussion under attorney-client. So moved. Second, we need a call the question. And we have to stand adjourned.